Good evening, Speed Gaming, and welcome to some late night Super Metroid Any Percent. We are here with the Any Percent tournament for Speed Gaming Live 2022. This is the winners semifinals for the silver bracket. We've got number 2 seed WhiteMageBecky racing against number 3 seed mm2nescartridge. I am one of your two commentators, Count Cranberry, and I am joined by the esteemed Sephi. How are you doing tonight, Sephi?
I'm doing pretty morbid. Yo, what's up, Count Cranberry? Welcome in, Speed Gaming aficionados. Yes, WhiteMageBecky versus MM2nescartridge. Uh, so number 2 and number 3 seed. I actually was not aware of those standings.
What kind of route do you think we can expect to see from these runners tonight?
As far as the routes, without a doubt, I know Becky's going to be running the hybrid route. It's gonna be a PKRD. It's not the PKRD that you might be used to seeing a lot of new route runners go for. This one actually consists of picking up after killing Fantoon, it picks up the items that you normally would do before Ridley in new route, but instead it's gonna backtrack just a tiny bit more and kill Dragon and Kraid. MM2 should be going for a 1244 Mappo completion run. If not that, then at the very least KPDR.
Well, as MM2 is fond of saying, Mappo best.
Is that what he says? I thought he said things
Heard.
like I can't look at Spring Ball in the eye anymore. It really pains me to be, in the same room as that thing. That's what I've heard, but I don't know.
Well, luckily, in these routes, it is unlikely that he will find his way to be eye to eye with Spring Ball.
Yeah, I mean, one could hope that they would accidentally bump into Spring Ball. Yeah, I mean, you come from a randomizer background. This is all pretty standard stuff. Obviously, if you're not used to, vanilla Super Metroid, because without saying that, you just saw a DLC section, which is the series Space Station, hard requirement for all vanilla runs. And yeah, progression's all gonna be down here at Retro Brinstar.
I mean, who doesn't love Series Station and resetting in there, 5 times before you start your actual runs when you're practicing?
Um,
It's really a rite of
actually,
passage.
it is, to be honest. I honestly, I was talking I was in someone else's chat earlier, and they were talking about like hobbies that they have. Some people have like stargazing. Other people have Bass Pro fishing. Some people like origami. And then I thought about it, and I was like, I have this really weird thing that I'm into. It's resetting like 4 minutes into a run. I don't know. That's how I get my kicks.
I mean, that sounds right up there with pro bass fishing. Let's be honest.
That is true, actually. I didn't think about it that way until you made me realize.
Your hobbies are just as valid as everyone else's, Sephi. Don't let anyone tell you otherwise.
Thank you. Actually, that's very affirming and very validating to hear. Because sometimes it does feel kind of lonely, especially in Planet Zebes, and when I'm the only one that's resetting.
Luckily, we have made it past the 4-minute mark for our two runners, and it does not look like either of them are going to be resetting. We've got our timers synced up now, both headed up the shaft of the climb. Looks like MM2 is taking the right-hand wall approach, and WhiteMageBecky is going up the middle.
Yeah, I think just before this race started, I saw Becky kind of pleading for a mulligan, uh, asking for a 10-second head start. They haven't really been running this game a lot recently, so I'm curious as to what the final time would be. Becky is a lot of people might not know it, but she's one of the most consistent runners that I happen to know, because she's able to bring back any red splits and turn them into green. That's like her ability. MM2, however, has been grinding the heck down out of this category on top of Mappo, and not to mention that I mean, Mappo is really good for overall movement. So being that familiar with the physics of the game, and knowing backups on backups on backups, he's pushing really strong times in Mappo and should be formidable enough against Becky in a race.
Yeah, I was looking at the any percent leaderboards just before I came on here, and I think their two times are within 9 seconds of each other. So I think I think we're in for a pretty good race.
Wow. That's something I'm surprised. Oh no, okay. So I was gonna say I'm surprised Becky was dodging that, but like I alluded to earlier, that Becky will be doing Fantune first, so she's not gonna want to be too frugal on taking some hits from our local pirate dealers here. No.
I mean, the energy you got is the energy you got headed into Fantune at this point. So you want to have as much as possible in the tank. Ooh, Becky missing that missile pickup, just dropped right past it.
Yeah, it's gonna cost a tiny bit, but not too bad. I think one of my favorite things to look out for is ledge grabs, and I know Becky has some of the cleanest ledge grabs that I've ever seen in this game.
I mean, I still
So
can't ledge grab, and I've been playing for a while now. I mean, just watching Becky go up the climb doing the ledge grab strat up the middle just showcased how clean those ledge grabs really are.
well, seriously, oh wow, Becky getting some really good energy there. Some of that white mage energy. It's one of the few times you get to see a white mage play aggressively, I think
mean,
I said that right.
they're
I'm
trying to
not.
branch out. In video
Yeah.
games, they just feel so pigeonholed into that healer role. You want to see them do, be a little more aggressive sometimes.
Yeah, so I gotta applaud her for that. Shoutouts to MM2 for that up in MM2 strat. Pixel perfect jump after collecting charge beam. Becky refusing to take a hit. So Count Cranberry, we're clearly unbiased commentators, but
Absolutely.
what route do you prefer?
Oh, I I am not skilled enough to do this newfangled new route, so I am a KPDR all the
For
way.
life? Okay, cool. A nice recuperation by Becky. MM2, just smoothing and smoothing away. Great job. Sub 9s are what you want to see here for someone like Becky. Excellent. That was a really great
Just
jump.
under the gun.
So nice job, MM2. That was actually a really good unmorph to get right across that that crate pit. Oh, by the way, I do want to mention, because we are on the main Speed Gaming channel, we're now renaming Mini Crate to Carl after Carl Rod, because there's nothing more annoying than Mini Crate.
You heard it here first, folks.
Yeah, Carl Rod just kind of brought that upon himself. So that's a runner that MM2? Oh, I guess it doesn't really matter. Okay. Nice. Yeah, that
Very
was
good.
actually pretty good. Nice job on that lag reduction. Becky with the frame. Everyone hold. Hold. Oh my gosh.
So clean. It's so clean.
We just saw Count Cranberry. We just saw two really, really cool strats. We saw the lag reduction, the very sketchy lag reduction. Oh my gosh. From MM2. And then WhiteMageBecky with a CWJ.
And for anyone watching in chat, that is 2 frame perfect inputs, or I guess one is a 2-frame input and then a frame perfect input in a row. Just fantastic.
Yeah, it's not the easiest thing, but that's exactly why they pay Becky the big bucks. Hey, do you think chozos cluck like chickens?
I feel like they're more of a caw type bird, you know?
Okay. I was just curious because I never thought about it until like now. It's like, do they look like chickens or do they look more like
Look more like, you know,
raven things?
ravens. I mean,
Uh-huh. Oh!
I think
Hold that thought. I'm so sorry, Count Cranberry, but that was a fast opener. Becky with another
another
fast.
fast.
This shouldn't be a 2-round because, yeah, Becky
That
got kind of,
ammo. Yeah.
yeah. What was that ammo? Another fast? Oh no.
No, there's only one.
That's
There are 2 supers and 1 missile, which is pretty unusual for flames.
that was a big scammy whammy. Oh, this is gonna be
Should
kind of
be able.
hecky.
Oh, yeah.
No, it's gonna have to be. Oh no, that is very unfortunate. It's not the end of the world. It's still anything that's sub 12 for Becky should be a good. Oh no. Oh my gosh. Okay, well, accidentally enraging Fantoon. I was curious is
Good use of that pseudo screw, though.
so that is about a 15. Oh my gosh, the fast. The rare fast. Oh my gosh.
Fantoon is just on a trolling streak at the moment.
Yeah, so well, Becky is kind of yeah, of course. It's always one missile. Don't you agree? It's always one missile.
It's always 1 missile.
Guaranteed the one missile. Oh, that is so annoying. So it is important
Worst
to note.
ghost ever.
Yes.
Nobody likes you, Fantoon. I'm so sorry, but it's true.
I know I don't. So yeah, so while Becky was dealing with that, trying to kill something that's already dead yet again, MM2 has been blazing uh, in Upper Norfair. Has nothing to do with the fact that it is hot, blazing hot down there. I think his splits barely just changed color, so he's on a good pace. He could potentially PB.
Yeah, and picking up that speed booster, he's just going to be blazing all the more.
All the more, or as I like
All
to
the
say it,
more blazing.
exactly, all the morb.
I see what you did there. I see.
Okay, we're good. MM2 has some real fire farms there. The ammo count is looking mwah. Becky accidentally falling. Oh, M2 kind of okay. Good recovery. I guess he spliced his way back up.
Yeah, that was a very smooth recovery. Meanwhile,
Just
Becky
goes to show
headed
you.
into the spike room for bowling.
Yeah. So Becky wants to be careful here. Can take 3 hits, but only wants to take 2. To be on the safe side. Okay, we're good.
Doing that little turnaround deboost on the spikes. That's that's talent and super dangerous.
Yeah, if you can mistime that, you can accidentally kill your momentum and then end up dying to death.
And nobody wants to die to death.
You know, no, for sure. People would prefer to live to life rather than to die to death.
Truth, my friend.
Yeah, where's that on a hashtag, huh? Where's that on? Where can I hang that up? On my family living room. It says, "In this home, we live to life and not die to death."
I mean, though, I think a more effective hashtag might be live to morb. Am I right?
Oh yes, yes. You couldn't be more right, actually. Excuse me. You couldn't be more right. So power run here for MM2. I think it might have been like a sub 1530 up the elevator. Uh, oh, I think we're gonna see an alpha spark here.
When I was learning any percent, I learned Alpha Spark, and it's so fun.
Right? Isn't it just like one of the best things ever? Being able to just, the first spark of the run feels really good. We're gonna see a high five here, by the way.
The Red Tower shaft. Where better? Ooh, MM2 doesn't
Oh,
quite make it up. Too busy reaching out
okay.
to high five.
Yeah. Great recovery from MM2, however. And this time is also looking quite spectacular. Now, I've mentioned before, and this is courtesy of Fuzda from back in the day, one of my fellow old heads, that a good way to gauge how close these runners are to one another is based on where each runner is. Like for Becky,
For a
depending
second, I
on
thought you were going to
how
just stop right there, and I was going to say, "Yep, that's an accurate representation."
I was thinking about it. I should have just left it as a cliffhanger to be continued. But no, for Becky, it would be the moment that she touches the lower Norfair elevator, and for MM2, it would be the moment that he touches the gravity suit. So, if depending on who reaches each of their spots first, that's a way to tell who's ahead. So let's see what we. That's a good checkpoint, at least from what I've seen.
MM2 with a nice short charge Ocean Spark.
Oh, hold on. Excuse me. I am a huge capper. I forgot that Becky does not do regular new route though. So I am a liar. Maybe the moment that she goes up the upper
Chat,
Norfair elevator.
just go ahead and disregard everything Sephi just said for the last,
Yeah,
minute and a half, 2 minutes or so. At least anything not Morb related. Continue to regard Morb.
yeah, yeah. That's actually a really good point. If anything, just trust and feel the morb.
As we are hoping MM2 will as he goes into the Fantoon fight with the fast eye open.
Excellent X factor there. This is gonna be to his favor because he's in a better position to get a 2-round Fantoon in comparison to Becky's Fantoon in Rage, and I think she had like a 4-round.
I think it was 5. And there's the 2-rounder from MM2.
It's actually really, really stacked right there. So yeah, this is looking pretty solid.
Yeah, both runners playing out of their minds right now.
Yeah, you know what? It's interesting because it's almost like both of them want to win. It's almost like they're racing in a tournament.
That's crazy. That's just crazy.
Yeah, it's unheard of. I don't think Eddie filled them in on the fact that these are entirely separate runs. The only runs that are actual races are the ones in the gold bracket, and this is actually just to see how sweaty they get. Imagine that's like the big reveal.
Somebody should probably let them know. I mean, at some point.
And that'd be nice. MM2 entering with a clean mock ball into the attic. Should be sniping this. Goes for Street Sweeper? No. No, but that honestly, I'm not even mad at that. It's an even like, I don't know, pretty safe method to get through the attic without wasting energy and without having to depend on a lot of like complicated strats, optimal gaming, what have you.
Yeah, that little hop that took out a couple of those atomics. That was a pretty sweet little strat there.
That it was. So right now, while MM2 is here chilling in the Chozo's hands, I'd like to give you a nice word from our sponsor.
Who is our
We don't.
sponsor tonight, Stephanie?
I just wanted to plug in those Arby's gift cards that Eddie's gonna graciously drive into. No, well, I mean, I don't know about into every runner's home individually across the states. He's gonna reach into them into his backpack and just present them their $5 prize. You know what? So for the part where you disregarded everything that I said, everything's pretty much gonna equalize, or it should be. The routes will converge the moment that they hit the Meridia tube. So this might be a little closer than we think.
So do we need
MM2
to
has
now go
really
back
great
and re-regard some of what you said?
Oh no, not at all.
Okay. Whew. That was close.
Becky twist, double take 3 times, yes, and another
Or
Kraid quick
missile.
kill.
No standing up for Kraid today.
Okay, now, who do you think touches the tube first? It better not be our viewers. They better not touch that dial, and they better not change the channel on the tube. But who do you think is hitting the tube first, Count Cranberry?
Oh, this this is actually going to be pretty tight. I think it's going to be Becky. That's my guess at the moment.
Oh gosh, this is so much closer. I think it's gonna be MM2. Oh my gosh, but they're literally right next door. Okay, well, oh my gosh, 2 rooms over?
You're right. Yep, I think MM2's got it.
So MM2 is actually ahead. Oh my gosh. Oh, but he took a dip. Decided to. Oh my gosh, another dip. The throws are
Already got
on
the tube
purpose.
broken.
Oh, that's true. Yeah, you're right. Oh my gosh,
Like,
I can't believe it.
it looks like they're about 3 seconds apart.
Oh my gosh. Ah.
So they hit that last door transition 5 seconds apart. My mistake, but this is a barn stormer if I've ever seen one.
Yeah, I've had one of those at Farmer Boys. It's pretty good. I think that's what their sandwich is called, right? Barnstormer? Pretty delicious with this zucchini, the fried zucchini fries or whatever. Ah, so good. Now, MM2's has quite the situation. He's going to want at least a power bomb drop from Batoon or from the little booger enemies.
MM2 getting the good Batoon pattern. Becky not. But still cleans it up very efficiently.
Yeah.
Becky needs a super, though, if I'm not mistaken.
I mean, it's in her best interest to get one morb, but because she needs one to even like make it into the precious room, but it would be nice to have another so that she doesn't have to resort to, oh darn, having to missile the Ghidorah here. Okay, but we're good. It's fine. Also great full halfie, by the way. Something that Becky wasn't able to get the short charge for. MM2 popping off.
See how this Dragon goes. Dragon, killer of runs.
You know what I just realized? Becky, did not get the gray tank. Not that she needs it. So Rain Dance setup right here. It's got to land the opening spark. That looked amazing, actually. We've seen a 2 spark. No, this is actually way better to get the Lot 2. Finishes it off. Nice job, MM2.
Little punch to the back of Dragon's head.
Yeah. A la Super Mario World to Yoshi. Wow. Dies of cringe. No, he accidentally used his spark. Hate to see it. Okay, hold on. It's not gonna be enough because the opener was lacking a little.
Yeah, I saw a couple of those X Factor particles just hit Dragon with not in the sweet spot. But a very good cleanup.
Indeed. Like the job listing website. So, from here on out, yeah, it's just a beeline over to Plasma. See if any runner is going to go for Plasma Spark. Yo.
Plasma Stork. I've tried to practice Plasma Stork. It is so difficult. Like compared to most other tricks in the game, for some reason Plasma Spark it is not easy to do.
Reason, you need one of the world's like best ledge grabs, honestly. Not an easy trick. It's definitely mostly for swag. There's other ways. I think there's other ways that are faster, if anything. And on top of that, I mean, you just bleed energy, so.
Yeah, not the way MM2 wants to go, bleeding energy.
No. His energy situation is actually pretty good. I'm a fan of this. I don't know how you feel going into Lower Norfair with like, I think by the end of this Meridia escape segment, you should be entering Upper Norfair with a little over 200 energy, so.
Yeah, that's a comfortable-ish amount. I guess with this route, you're not needing to do ye olde lava spark, so that does save you a little bit of energy there.
Yeah, no, wouldn't want to practice that. M2 just went into like some gold Sonic phase right there. Oh, Becky going southern route, getting the reverse plasma spark. Nice job. Barely get to see that. Ooh, and a Carl jacked. See, that's exactly who we name our strats after.
We're getting a lot of recognition in these runs.
He did bring that upon himself, so blame him.
Becky with a very smooth space jump across that room. Those little mini dragons always catch me.
Yeah, see? Okay, so this is what I was talking about. MM2's energy is really, really solid.
Yep, you right. You right.
All right, so what's been your favorite part of this run so far, Count Cranberry? What do you think?
I was a big fan of Becky hitting that CWJ. That was pretty sweet. And
Oh my
MM2's
gosh.
Dragon was just so clean. Oh my gosh. Both things that I would aspire to.
That is true. While that was all true, however, Becky co-jacked a couple of co-jacked one super that was going to gain her entry into Ice Beam and got bailed out by the Sovas to not only open up that green door, but also the green door into the Metal Pirates that she was going to be needing later. So, oh gosh.
I mean, sometimes those Sovas are just bros.
Yeah, brovas. Am I right?
They're just chilling there like, let me hook you up.
Oh.
MM2 was going for that D boost there and just said, no, that's okay. I got it. I fell.
Yeah, cold shouldered that little blue ball. This is a solid, yeah. Yeah, MM2 should be running a 46 time with this actually. Becky's actually just gonna farm this. Gonna go for a very old school strat here. Shoot us going through the flames.
So headed into Lower Norfair, it looks like our runners are, what, 30 seconds apart, maybe?
Yeah, give or take something like that. MM2 will be losing some time here because he misplaced one of his power bombs. And if he hex up anymore, I think he might have to grab the power bombs of shame. So he has to remember, and I know he's listening in, by the way, so remember, MM2, to bomb spread over here at the Key Hunter stairs, because otherwise you might be hacked to heck. Remember, in the famous words of Mufasa, remember.
Late night, Super Metroid, spitting the wisdom here to remember. Mufasa giving advice to our runners. Where else are you going to get this kind of content?
It's only when I'm with you, Count Cranberry. It's the only time.
That is a straight lie, but I appreciate it.
You know that's not a lie. I'm just kidding. Ooh. Oh. I wasn't sure if
having a little trouble with these metal pirates.
Yeah. Can move on to the next set of blocks here. If you're not familiar, there's like a set of 3 blocks on the ground. One on the right, one on the left. In the middle of the room. Those are pretty much what set off these pirates. excellent one shot. Ooh, Becky, incredible. Making up some time here on MM2.
Yeah, that was really smooth. So MM2 hitting Ridley's door at 34:16. Let's see when Becky's there. $34.30. So what was a 30-second deficit has shrunk to 14 or 16 seconds.
Whoa, interesting tech here by MM2. I don't know if you caught that, Count Cranberry.
No, please enlighten me.
So this might be a Mappo strat, but he ended up using some super missiles. Pretty sure this is calculated because MM2 is a very seasoned rando runner and of course Mappo runner. So he used some supers and of course not all of them because you need some for Torian. What? Oh my gosh, Ridley, are you actually? Oh my goodness.
He is not cooperating.
This should be it though. Ridley should be dead. There we go. So Ridley giving Becky the business here is definitely not the business. Because with this, MM2 will be able to just blaze on out of here as well.
Yeah, Becky was closing the gap there, and then unfortunately, this just gives MM2 a chance to widen that gap back up.
You know what's interesting is that MM2 was able to get all this time because of the bosses. The bosses, just time and time again, it was Fantoon ended up hacking a little bit on Becky, Dragon kind of hecked on Becky a little bit, and now Ridley. And that's where MM2 was able to just kind of capitalize and ooh, wee. Okay, it's not a bad sign though. Still has a power bomb to get out of Bubble Mountain optimally. Nice. Good manip. Oh. Ooh.
For a second, I thought you were talking about MM2 shooting the Three Musketeers as a manip, and I was like, that is a good manip. That's the manip I'd like to use on them every time.
I mean, it's definitely very much the safer manip. I guess any time that you kill an enemy, it technically is a manip, right? Because you are manipulating their existence.
I've manipulated their AI to death.
Yeah, and it's a way that, you know, and sometimes these enemies can also manip you to death.
Very true.
So it's like a game of chess, just without, you know, any sort of cheating
board
device,
or
any cheating
else.
devices as of recent news. Okay. So at this point, MM2 running out high 46, low 47.
Yeah, which is an extremely solid time. So what do we have waiting for us in Turian, Sephi? Where are the places where, you know, Becky might be able to make up a little bit of time?
Well, we can definitely expect a lot of stomach grumbling ASMR. If that thought disturbs you, then make sure to never close your eyes when we're in Torian. Although I don't know if you can actually hear what we're hearing, so yeah. Anyway, as far as
now that you say that, and I think about what the sounds in Turian are like, I really hate that you put that into my brain. Like, I really do. Why would you do that to me, Sephi? And
I've been
all
on
of
Twitter
chat.
too much.
Oh my gosh.
It's because I was on Twitter too much, and you know how Twitter can get. You accidentally end up, you know, at some sort of like, I'm like, oh, why is, you know, stomach trending? And you do not want to click that. So anyway, yeah, I think Becky could. I don't know. MM2's really, really not going to be wanting to let up any sort of time against Becky. MM2 should be able to go for just about any optimal strat in Torian, especially with that super count that he has. If that, and I don't want to say this because I am a curse. I'm a comms curse. Baby skip? Soft blocks? Zeb skips? I don't know. Like either of those could go massively wrong, and it's just a sad time.
Moment of silence for our 4 bosses.
Yep, salute. We salute you. I always used to think that was like a very... Yeah, except that one. I used to think that statue was like a really sassy, thick statue. Because you see like Dragon's... Like, okay, so Ridley's tail is like, you know, the arm on its hip. And Kraid and Dragon are like the thighs. Like, you know, nice hips or whatever. It's like, what? Why? I couldn't make it out at first. Yeah, I couldn't make it out when I was younger. I was like, this is really weird. What am I looking at? And it didn't hit me until like I replayed it like years later. I was like, oh my gosh, that's a statue.
No, I would normally have some kind of witty response here, but that story just speaks for itself.
I know. I'm sorry, Count Cranberry. I didn't. I'm sorry, you
stunned me into silence. But it does look like MM2 is headed into Baby Skip with full ammo and almost full energy, so let's see what happens.
This is a very good sign. Okay.
Meanwhile, Becky's blazing through the Metroid rooms. Like, not slowing down one bit.
You know, so these are the exact... Hold up. I'm just gonna shut up. Excellent. That's a great baby skip right there. Nice job, MM2. Popping off with that.
Didn't lose his cool. Just kind of kept that baby spinning around him and made it through the door.
Let's see if Becky will be able to get this baby skip.
MM2 opting not to take the save. We all know Mother Brain sometimes has plans of her own, so not giving any time back to Becky for safety.
Oh, Becky. Oh, whoa. Oh my gosh, that worked?
Becky could not be caught. Will not be caught.
Becky completely morbed. Yeah, that was exceptional. Really nice job for both MM2 and for WhiteMageBecky being able to successfully skip that baby.
We do have the full beam combination. 20 shots into Mother Brain's face will take us into the cutscene for MM2. And we're there. MM2 damaging down. Have only 3 E-tanks for Rainbow Beam. And Becky just about 20 shots behind.
Yeah, the moment that MM2 finished, Becky started. So yeah, MM2 looking to still be running that low 47 potentially. I really hope it's a high 46 though. That would be really, really good to get in a race setting.
Oh yeah,
Whoa.
absolutely.
I blunked. I blunked.
Blinken, I believe, is the correct term.
Oh, blinking. Excuse me. Oh my gosh. Pardon my
Yeah.
Espanol. But yeah, I blinking, and Mother Brain's done. Blinking sounds like a cover band that like plays, Linkin Park and Blink 182.
I'm interested, but not interested enough to pay for a ticket to that show. Like, I'm more curious what that would even sound like.
I don't know. It has to sound like some sort of like knockoff, Guitar Hero song.
Yeah, probably. MM2 giving Mother Brain 3 the business, getting into a really nice pattern.
M2 going for the sweaty try hard short charge. Hold. Oh, never mind. He just kind of stopped.
Going into one of my favorite sequences in the game, the escape.
Oh, really? Why? How come that's your favorite sequence?
Whenever I run the game, anytime I go into the escape, it just gets my blood pumping. I don't know why. It just reminds me of the first time I played the game and saw the timer and was like, oh my gosh, what do I do? Am I jumping up a bunch of those little blocks like in Metroid 1? And then you see it's like a complicated maze and you panic. You just panic.
I didn't realize, but yeah, they still technically have that complicated blocks section, which is actually right here at the climb. Just a little bit more forgiving.
I mean, anytime you see both runners in the escape at the same time, you know it's been a good race.
Precisely Mundo. So yeah, look at this. This is at barely almost 46. Incredible race time right here for MM2, finishing officially with this is totally not me saying things really slowly so that I can gain access into the race room and read off what is the actual time, a 47. Wait, what? Where are you? Oh, 47:04.
So GG's to MM2. Congratulations for finishing in first. Followed very closely behind by WhiteMageBecky. GG's to Becky as well, finishing with an official race time GG time of 47:50.
So congrats to MM2 taking the win. That is Becky's first loss. And at this point, we'll be moving on to the alternative winners bracket. We saw who won the last race just a few hours ago. It was BR Joker, so it will be Joker versus Becky next. So yeah, this was... What did we just witness? I hope you enjoyed yourself, Count Cranberry.
Oh, I did. I did indeed. I hope you enjoyed yourself as well. I don't know if we're gonna get the runners in here for an interview? ... question mark?
Yeah, we'll do it right. Okay, right. Okay. Right, meow. Well, there they are.
Meow?
Meow.
Right, meow.
Meow.
Right, meow. GG to all our Morber meowers, speed runners congrats on the win, MM2. How are you feeling taking home a strong win and a vote for the SGLive Mappo tournament?
All I'll say is there may or may not be a SGLive Mappa tournament next year. We'll see. But yeah, GG's Becky. Great to race you.
Good job.
Thank you. Yeah, feels good. I feel like I pulled out a solid run, 30 seconds off my PB, which is pretty decent for a race. Yeah, now I get to face Zeb, so at least it's not rando.
That's true actually. I don't know what Zeb has been up to, but it's gotta be not good unless he's been hanging out with Nevdi and just kind of slacking. But I know that those two are determined. It should still be a really great race.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to racing Zeb. Speaking of Zeb, if you're in chat, nah, I don't want to race right now. I want to go to bed. Oh my god. But yeah, this is a good race. I thoroughly enjoyed it. Hi Zeb.
All right. So how did you feel about your run? Like, what did you like? What did you not like? What's
I'd say I messed up fast pillars again. It's actually patched, I promise. But yeah, other than that, I was really happy with my Ridley fight because I saw Becky was catching up during like lower arc run. I was like, all right, I better like not suck at Ridley. And then I got the opportunity to put in 3 supers, so I was like, why not? I've got 9 supers, so I feel like it's fine. And there's a decent shot I make up the supers anyway, since this is KPDR. So I did that, and then it was just a pretty solid fight. And then Metroid units were a mess, but then the rest of the turning was pretty solid.
Yeah, that it was. Oh, your boss fights were superb. And going for that 2-spark on Dragon as well. Becky,
Hi.
GG. How are you feeling?
Awful.
Oh.
I think that was the worst Phantoon that I've ever had in my entire like speedrunning career from 2016.
Phantoon was not kind.
Yeah, that was like I was watching the restream while I was going through Upper Whatever. I was like, okay, she's in Phantoon. Okay, she's in Phantoon. Okay, Phantoon's right now. And I was like, okay,
Yeah.
when is she gonna get out of Phantoon? It was I felt bad. I felt bad.
And then I miscounted my shots on Ridley by 1. So I think that cost me like another 20-something seconds.
Yeah.
Oh, Becky got a rare fast right. Oh my, that's the second rare fast right I've seen today. Like Eddie had one in a run earlier today, and I was like, oh, that's funny. And now you have one. That's silly.
I did have a lot of fun, even if I was like in my room, like just raging the whole time. It was fun watching the restream and like trying my best to catch up with you, and then just like shooting supers into walls that I shouldn't be shooting at.
Right. And
So
game build out by the 2 Brovas. Wow.
Yeah, and then I got hooked up. But it was... I had fun. Thank you.
I'm glad that you've had fun. I also had fun, which is a rarity because I'm running any percent.
Well, yeah, I mean, we're playing Super Metroid.
True. This is not Mappo, so it's impossible to have fun. But yeah, this is definitely fun. Definitely look forward to watching back the restream once that happens.
Same. I'm gonna do that probably right now. I'm gonna go grab some ice cream and eat away my sadness.
Are we the same person? Because I think that's actually what I'm gonna do.
Look at that. Speed gaming. Look at that, everyone. This is what the SM community does. It makes you really sad. And eat. I'm just okay.
I really miss doing like all of the friendly races. I don't know. I guess I'm like so disconnected. I don't know if that still happens, but I remember like a few years ago just randomly getting invited to like 100% races in the middle of the week. I don't think that happens anymore, but I do miss the the community and like the camaraderie and how nice everyone is to one another.
I do know where that. Yeah, I think I know where they still do that. I know that sometimes on Sundays in the afternoons, however, though, they have some races, and obviously, the weekly races, Friday, Saturday, Sunday mornings too. So there's
Okay.
that.
So there's like a losers bracket, right?
Yeah.
Correct.
Yeah, you're facing
So
No, you're facing BR Joker.
we could end up with a rematch.
Yes, that would
There's
be.
a
Could.
chance to that, which would be pretty hype.
Yeah. Fun fact: if I lost this race, I would actually have a rematch because I beat BR Joker round 1. Well, round 2, but I had a bye, so it felt like round 1 for me.
Okay, I'm gonna go grab that ice cream. I hope everyone enjoyed the race, and have a good night.
All right. See ya.
All right. Well, that was fast. I was gonna ask Count Cranberry, hey, is there anything that you want to ask our runners?
I don't think so. I think you guys covered it all. Tournament standing. I am curious. There's always the question of, in these races, watching the restream is allowed. Why do you choose to watch the restream? I feel like if I was watching as I was racing, I'd psych myself out. Do you get that at all?
Not really. I use the restream as a way to make informed decisions mostly. Like, I was considering taking Firefly Tank, but my Ellen was not going well, so I wanted to try to keep going and not lose a bunch of time. But at the end of the day, I can control my own gameplay. I cannot control what my opponent's gameplay is, so I just play my own game, I guess.
Nice.
Dang it, Zeb. Gosh.
Yeah, I think one thing that I enjoyed about just doing the races without the restream on is I pretty much have content for later, content to watch for later. I guess you could still do it if you have the restream up and all that, but then, chat pretty much is spoiled for me. So I just want to be able to focus on my run. I know it sounds really sweaty, but I promise it isn't. It's just, I really just do it because I'm curious, to kind of get the whole immersive experience and not be distracted. I'm like, oh my gosh, I'm watching myself on stream, but I still got to be doing the run and executing. But no, I got to pay attention because, the comms are so good. But oh my gosh, I just died. And yeah.
Yeah, I don't actually. I watch the stream muted. No, obviously no offense,
Oh.
but I think that if I hear the comms voices, that's going to distract me more than I want, and all I want is just my opponent's game feed. I do do not get me wrong. I love the commentary. I'm definitely going to enjoy watching it back, but it's just I would rather focus on my gameplay in the moment.
Oh no, that's very valid. That makes sense. It's definitely understandable. Because everyone has the way that they do it. Obviously Slotus cheats. Becky, I know, usually does have the restream up. I don't know how she does it either, but there were times that she's mentioned that she does. So yeah, all in all, everyone has their method. Some people just don't watch it, rather just have something to do later. But anyway, yeah. Shout out to you. Good luck on your race against Zeb. Hopefully it doesn't try to scam you with another really late night race. Catch you off guard.
Yeah, I mean, it's how it is. Work sucks. Yeah, but yeah, I'm glad we can make it work and get the tournament moving. And yeah, I'm honestly glad that I didn't play terribly because of the time. So yeah, GG's to Becky once again, and thank you both for commentating this match. I'm definitely looking forward to the watch back.
It was our pleasure. And everyone out there in chat, give our runners a follow. Check out their Twitch channels. And give my fellow co-coms a follow as well. I think you're making the push for partner, if I'm not mistaken, right, Sephi?
Oh my gosh, did you actually? Oh yeah.
I'll push Sephi. Just give me your address, and I will come over to your house and push you. I can't guarantee it'll get you to partner though, but it might make for good content. But yeah, also I should probably say good luck to Becky, BR Joker, Tilly Morph, P Toil, and Zeb, all the remaining runners in the silver bracket on There are future matches. Hopefully, people
And
wins a bunch so that I can race Mappo.
And of course, our legendary new up-and-comer runner, rando racer, commentator, Count Cranberry. I love that dude. That's just one of the coolest people ever. Please give Count Cranberry a follow. Thank you so much for letting me talk at all, Count Cranberry, and yeah.
Aw,
It
shucks.
was a delight.
Yeah, that was a great race, great conversation, and a good time was had by all, I think.
Yep. That is indeed. Do you want to close this out? Because I kind of suck at that.
I opened, so I think you have to close us. I'm so sorry to do this to you, but you know, you got to build those muscles sometime.
I suppose. I was hoping it was Skip closing out commentary leg day. But thank you all for tuning in. Plenty of more matches to go in this tournament, gold bracket or silver bracket. Shout outs again to mm2nescartridge. Should be running up against Zeb316, who we see spamming up the chat, of course. All in good fun. And then WhiteMageBecky against BR Joker. So you got to see those two races today. So we will definitely catch you on whatever Speed Gaming that ends up hosting and restreaming those races. But until then, please, may you have a good whatever time of day or night or whatever and things. Okay, that's it. All right.